Hey guys, and welcome back to the shed. I thought I'd install the Renogy Smart Shunt in with the 24 volt system I got going on right now that's running over here to the midnight. Video coming up soon on that. I literally am editing it right now. Well, not right now, but you guys know what I mean. So I decided to put it in so I can get a little, just to see how it works. This is my first all-in-one system. It's kind of like some sort of weird witchcraft on how it works and charges and inverter and all that with just two lines. But I'm going to try to put in the old BT300. I actually liked this when it worked, and it did work fine for me. But we're going to try it now and just kind of see how it goes. It may not be the one to use, and actually it's not going to be the one to use in the future. We're probably going to go with this system here, like the Victron Smart Shunt, in addition to an additional Victron inverter for some extra load. These batteries can handle it, and I'm actually going to upgrade the batteries soon. And then a lot of this stuff, that's all the Renogy, is going to be moved out to the outdoor kitchen, yada yada yada. Let's take a look here and see what we're up to. So right now, you can see back there, I kind of simplified things a little bit. My wires are still kind of dangling. I'll clean it up later. But I got these hooked up in a 2 parallel to 2 series situation with a little jumper there, which eventually will just be a, I don't know, I may even leave it, it works fine. But I may put a bus bar there. I got some copper right over here actually. So we're going to go ahead and detach some stuff, get the Smart Shunt into place, and boot everything up and see what happens. So let's just go ahead and put this down like right here. I think that'll give me a good clear view of what's going on, or you guys anyways. I don't matter. Yeah, I'm right-handed, so we'll have to make that work. Let's go like this. Loosen that up. I had a couple washers on there because this is the same cable I was using before with the Bluetooth. A little bit big there, but she'll do the job. Should fit right on there. Let's take a look really quick. Oh no, it's too small. Interesting. Gosh, I thought it was going to fit right up. That is a bummer. So what I'm talking about is, I thought that this cable would work out pretty well, and it's obviously not. That's a little bit too small. Let's hit a pause here and come back to it. Okay, so I got the, I just went ahead and cut that wire, put a new lug on it, and that'll fit the shunt. If you guys want to know how I did that, I do have another video explaining how I did this using a hammer crimper. I used just good old-fashioned clamps this time because I didn't want to take this whole wire out, but she's got a good bite on there. She's going to be fine. So what I'll do here, let's go ahead and grab that shunt this time. Now, the interesting thing about this is that somebody was saying that, I don't like that at all, actually. I wonder, there's a different way I can do this. It's going to put that ground wire really close over there, and I don't like that. That's really short, but I don't want to cut up a bunch of wires right now. This is more or less temporary, so let's do this. Okay. Gonna be moving some stuff around today. I see. Let's do it. Okay, let's go to here. Well, not really what I wanted to do, but we're gonna make it happen one way or another here, Bubba.
Okay, pop that off there. This is my ground. And this one here, this is the ground to the ground of all grounds. We're going to take that. It's going to be the tricky part here. I don't like that too much. Just need more room. I wonder if I scoot this back a little bit. Maybe I can get a screw down in there. I think that's the reason why I had it up and over there to begin with. Oh yeah, well, she's in there. Not a lot of solid backing. I don't like that. Not sure why. Well, let's just keep rolling. I'm going to end up changing this out anyways. Let's go ahead and move that to there. There, that one got some bite. Now we're happy. Let's move this on over to here. Oh, shit balls. I'm not even sure if you guys can see what I'm doing over there. Yeah, should be able to see somewhat. Okay. Okay, there's that. Okay. That went way over here. Got it. Good shape. Okay, let's see where that shunt fits in now. Yeah, at the end of the day, this will all be different. So I'll have a rack system in here. But you know, we're having fun. That's all that matters. For those of you that consider this fun. Okay, now. Oh yeah, that's going to be better anyways. I'm not totally satisfied, but it'll be better. It'll foot the bill for now. Let's go ahead and get that into place there. All right. You guys get to hear me grunting and groaning today. Okay. There we go. Whew. Okay. Getting closer. Couple little screws here. Oh boy. Oh, sorry about that, folks. There we go. Get the other screw in there. I'm a little worried about the... I don't like the angle of that, but that's where it's going. A little worried about the tariff situation that's coming up and what it's going to do for my favorite pastime here, because you know, I understand making things more competitive and even the playing field, but if it becomes too expensive, then who can afford it? The rich people, and that's it. and crud. Puts us small guys just out on the street when it comes to solar and cutting back on our bills, man. You know, it seems like an oxymoron to me, unless the U.S. can truly compete, which I wish they can, and I hope they can, because I am definitely all about the U.S. At the same time, though, it's got to be affordable, which is a sign of the economy and what we've done to ourselves. Okay, there's that. They're pretty darn good. Oh boy. That's got to go to something here. Moves it. Boom, boom. Stretch that all the way over there. So I'll just go ahead and stretch this over to the hot wire over there. And actually, got a freaking bus bar right here. What am I thinking? Thinking you're a moron, Gary. That's one of the uglier jobs I've done. Take this under here. Up here. Some folks are saying that the Renogy doesn't work well on the 24. I may have mentioned that. We're going to find out. There we go. Well, she just kicked on. Got a green and yellow. Let's see what we got there. Okay, well, she's sparked up over there. Let's go ahead and let's come on up here and let's hook up the core 1. Okay. I plugged in the 1 core and I just got it powered up to a couple little alligator clips to a small battery I have here, small 10 amp Life APO. And she's booting up right now. Let's take a look over here, see if it's recognizing anything. Still got some of the devices on it that it had before. So let's switch on over to here. Let's go to So this is getting full Wi-Fi. Let's flop it around and see what happens. Saying everything's hooked up, but that is not the case. This is all old data, 92%. Let's switch on there. So it's saying 92% discharging, which is not true, but it is working. So, let's run a load, see what happens. Okay, so I reset everything, or didn't reset it. What I did was I got in there, I changed the voltage, I changed the alarms for the smart shunt, did a state of charge sync and to 100%, because right now the battery's at 100%. We got 27.71 volts, discharge amps 0.77, power is discharging 21.2 watts. The thing seems to be working. I had heard scuttlebutt that it wasn't working with the 24 volt system, or at least not reliable. Now, reliability, I can't say one way or another what's going to happen, but right now it seems to be working just as it did before on the 12 volt system. Let's switch it over to, we're online now. Oops, my bad. 1 core smart shunt. So she's working like a champ. I'm going to go grab something to set up a load. Let's see what it says. Okay, I'm back with a load. The old handy dandy
induction burner here, and it's plugged right into the plug-in here. This running off the Midnight Solar all-in-one, and we've got things operating over here pretty well. So I wonder, actually, yeah, still got the battery thing popping up. Well, we'll take a look here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how many watts we're pulling. Let's go with the max here and just start her up. So she's cranking up. She's pulling 47 amps, 50 amps. Oh man. And looks like about 1,000 watts. Kind of varying a little bit. Now she's kind of cut down a little bit, going down to 30 amps coming out of the battery there. Hope you guys can see that without too fuzzy of a screen. 19 amps. So that initial startup amperage, and that's kind of ramping down, which is good. So let's switch on over to here, Smart Shunt, and so wattage wise, it's pulling about 273 watts. We're down to like, I don't know, 11, it's varying a little bit, 11 to 13 amps, kind of going up. This here is on a max here, and 1300 watts is what the indicator is on this. That's going through AC. Let's take a look up here. It's going to be kind of hard to see, I think, you guys, but we'll check it out. So about 1200 watts coming out of the PV panels right now, so that's pretty awesome. We've got output of 44 amps. That must be the charging, I'm presuming. There's no way that's running 44 amps. The output of the battery at 9 amps. Okay. Down here we got an output of the battery of 7 amps. So a little bit of a difference there. One versus the other. So let's go up 44.3 amps output on the PV panel. So that's about 22 amps per line, huh? So that's interesting because it's not fused right now. Oh, it's not fused right now. And I've got it coming through. These should be a couple of, I don't know, it's a 30 amp breaker. I don't know if that's each side or 15 per side though. It's not triggering that though. Still 30 amps, we got 40 amps coming through. Let's check it with the clamp meter. Hold on. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we got about 25 amps coming in through the PV panels. So the output of the 44.3 on this, I'm not sure what that is. We're going to have to take a look closer at the menu on this because I'm just not sure yet. I'm still learning this machine. Charging power? Very well could be, because this does have a 60 amp rating for charging. So let's go down 9 amps at output. Let's check that out. Let's take this old clamp meter here. We'll do a little comparison between all three of these meters. And let's pop this on like right about here. Oh, it's saying 60 amps wait a minute. 6 amps on that. I don't know if you guys can read that or not, but pretty hard to tell. It's pulling about 6 amps through the Smart Shunt directly from the battery. So we get a couple different readings depending on where we're looking here. The hot side, 30 amps charging, it looks like. Ground, yeah, 0.2 amps. So this is interesting. We got coming out of the negative terminal going to the bus bar, we're pulling 8.9, about 9 amps, a little over 9 amps. We're climbing to 10. So let's take a look up here, and we got 13 amps on that bad boy. a little bit more in tune, 15 amps. So it's kind of going up and down and varying in wattage and stuff, but I think we're getting the general idea here now. 620 watts, 11 amps. Okay, well, there you have it, folks. So I got the smart shunt in place, and a little bit sloppy on the wiring down there. I don't have a balancer on right now, but I do have a balancer, and that'll be in another video. We'll just get it hooked up really quick, maybe even tomorrow. But what to say, the Renogy BT300 or whatever they call it, it actually works pretty well with the 24 volt system. It just had to reset a couple of the parameters, change the amp hour rating of the battery, change the voltage, high voltage and low voltage alarms, and it just hooked right up. It's actually getting powered off of the 24 volt bus bar. The core one core is actually just being powered off this little battery right now, because this is temporary here. This is going to be moved out of the way. We're going to put in a little combiner box over here, a Midnight Solar combiner box for the new PV setup. So at any rate, that works great. Thanks for checking in, you guys, and more to come.